All right, welcome back. Let's take a look at the local dailies now. And we start off with the business daily. Huyu jamaa wa PNG anakuanga tu na mambo yake, lakini tumeanza na masuala ya biashara. Anasema former Ugandan AG takes 14% stake in Syrian bank. This is a Kampala lawyer. Former Ugandan Attorney General has taken that much, almost 15% stake in Syrian bank after buying 1.03 billion shillings worth of shares from Centum Investments. Hawa kile wanakuanga na pesa. When I grow up, Kampala lawyer buys 1 billion shilling stake from Centum, and the bank has attracted fresh investors as profits surge. That's a big headline on the front page of the Business Daily. Other stories: how KRA is turning to AI to catch smugglers. At the port of Mombasa, where thousands of containers come in daily, customs officers have for decades relied on their eyes to determine what lies inside the steel boxes. The process has sometimes been viewed as frustratingly slow by traders and agents. But for the government, it is also prone to errors and leaves room for smugglers and tax cheats. The KRA is now turning to artificial intelligence to help change that and enhance efficiency in the surveillance of goods entering and leaving the country. If you want more on that, pages 12 and 13 of this paper. On the ticker there, power producers face 100,000 shillings fines over plant shutdown plans. Electricity producers risk that fine per month if they fail to submit a 52-week plan on scheduled switch off of their plants in advance. Na generate stima alafu unasema tu nitazima. Utalipa kila siku. Sacco loans exceed deposits by 92 billion shillings. Borrowing and deposit taking Saccos has outpaced deposits by a record 92.2 billion shillings in the year ended December, reflecting the growing appetite for credit among members. Deposits ni 92 billion is not small money. Yeah. People are borrowing more than they're depositing. That's a Business Daily.
All right, Taifa Leo, masaibu ya walimu Ikulu. Wengi walisafiri usiku kucha, wakawasili Ikulu saa 2:30 asubuhi. Baada ya kikao, wengine wao waliondoka usiku kwa njaa. Walikula mlo mmoja, kisha wakaondoka na shilingi 10,000, pesa ambazo wengine walisubiri hadi usiku, ikabidi wakeshe Nairobi. Hata hivyo, duru zinaarifu kuwa viongozi wa vyama vyao walilipwa vitita vikubwa. Masaibu ya walimu Ikulu, siasa ya walimu Ikulu.
Umekula mlo mmoja alafu unapewa shilingi 10,000.
Breakfast.
Ikibidi ulale Nairobi, shilingi 10,000 itakutafutia accommodation ya pesa ngapi?
Labda akienda kule inaitwaje?
Tuseme hata
Sabina Joy. Labda. An example, 500 bob.
Hapo cost itazidi. Lakini pengine by the time anarudi nyumbani, hizo fedha zitakuwa depleted kiasi cha haja.
All right. And you know, I saw a friend's dad alikuwa anambia the daughter venye all this that is here in the food pit. Alienda wameko huko na njaa akaongeza what ile timu ya DCP inasema hiyo.
Wanasema kuna njaa kule State House. Wanachoma.
Vidokezo zaidi: iwapo mbunge wa Sirisia John Waluke aliruhusiwa kuwania licha ya kuhukumiwa miaka mingi jela, hata mimi ninaweza. Huyo ni Rigathi Gachagua. Tangazo la Gachagua kuwania urais lazua mjadala nchini. Habari kamili katika ukurasa wa 3 wa gazeti hili wanasema mjadala mkali kuhusu iwapo aliyekuwa naibu rais Rigathi Gachagua anaweza kuwania urais katika uchaguzi mkuu ujao umezuka. Vidokezo zaidi: mwaniaji wa Jubilee Mbeere North akataa kujiondoa. Hiyo ni Rere Mbao amrukia Pauline Njoroge aliyesema Jubilee haina mwaniaji eneo hilo.
Lakini hiyo Mbeere North imeleta joto sana. Mara DCP wanajiondoa, ule mwenye alikuwa candidate wa DCP akaruka, akakasirika, akaenda chama cha kazi. Sasa huyu ni mwingine wa Jubilee na amesema hatoki.
So ni yeye na DAP. Ni yeye na yule wa DP.
Sasa wa DP ndio anakuwa supported na vyama vingi pale, lakini kumbuka Jubilee bado iko kwa United Opposition. Yule alitoka akaenda chama cha kazi alikuwa mmoja wao. Kuna shida pale Mbeere North. Wacha tuone itaendaje.
All right, Serema futia wanaume aibu Tokyo, azoa nishani ya shaba katika mbio za 3,000 mita 3,000 kuruka viunzi na maji na kuondoa aibu ya Kenya kutoka Bure Marathon za wanaume.
But you see how things have changed. The 3,000 meters steeplechase used to be a preserve of Kenyans. Hiyo ilikuwanga podium finish 1, 2, 3. Gold, silver and bronze. Now, shaba ni gani? Shaba ni actually bronze. Tumeshinda bronze. That's the best we could do after losing the marathon to Tanzania. Now, let's not even say we lost to Tanzania because no Kenyan was among the top 10.
Yeah.
So we just were not there. And the triple chase tumepata bronze. Tanzania watakuja tupite hapo mali unasema tuko mbele.
Hakuna, we are still number 2. Ruto kurejea pwani tena akivamia zizi la Raila na rais apangiwa kukagua miradi ya ustawi. Kule juu masuala ya spoti, UEFA Champions League 2025 yang'oa nanga hii leo. Arsenal wazuru Bilbao, nao Real Madrid na Spurs wako nyumbani dhidi ya Marseille na Villarreal. Taifa Leo.
Tukizidi campaign podium, masuala ya State House ile tumeona ni kama walikaa njaa kiasi. So what the Daily Nation has done is that it has actually chronicled the number of visits by different delegates or groups to State House. August 1st, there was a boda team. 2nd of August, no, August 9th, the Nairobi youth. A week later, Nyamira and Kisii counties were represented there. But for 2 weeks later, Meru County was there. September 2nd, Kuria West and Kuria East. September 2nd, Turkana. September 11th, Kisii. September 12th, Murang'a. September 13th, rather, 10,000 teachers. Hao ndo wanakuja kuchoma wanasema hawakushiba. Walimu. Na vile walikuwa wameimba tu tamuko. The president says the residence is no longer only for the privileged. Lakini ile picha wanatumia hapa ni kama wanakosea. Hii ni ile picha ya ikulu ya kitambo. Ya saa hii haina hii kofia ya juu.
Tumekwama hapa sana.
President Ruto has opened State House gates to delegations from across the country, explaining the meetings with the diverse interest groups are intended to resolve their grievances and let them have a say in governments. But critics counter that the seat of power has been turned into a platform of partisan politics, campaigns amid queries as to the source of millions being doled out to attendees. Kama watu walikuja 10,000 na wengi wao walipewa shilingi 10,000. 10,000 by 10,000. Hizo ni ngapi? 100 million. 100 million shillings. 100 million shillings ikatumika pale, na kuna wale nasikia walipata fedha zaidi. Kama maybe MPs wenye waliorganize, MCAs walikuwa wanapata kitita kikubwa zaidi. So State House, lakini wanasema walimu wanasema hawakushiba. Crisis in public universities as dawns set to strike, that's another story. Meanwhile, TSC's new plan to end a junior school tough wars. All right. That's the Daily Nation. Tuangazie kule nyuma kwenye gazeti la Daily Nation. Pale kuna picha ya Wakenya. New Zealand's Jody Beamish and Morocco's Soufiane El Bakkali and Kenya's Edmund Serem celebrate with their medals after winning men's 3,000-meter steeplechase gold, silver and bronze medals respectively at the 2025 World Athletics Championships at Japan National Stadium in Tokyo yesterday. And it would be very unfair for us not to congratulate Serem. Ameshinda medali ya shaba kwa mbio za mita 3,000 kuruka viunzi na maji. So to Edmund Serem, congratulations for representing Team Kenya. Wacha tuone kama wameweka vitu zingine pale. Ni ukweli unasema bado tuko namba 2, lakini kama waliongeza Canada, I think won another medal, so walipanda juu kidogo. Meanwhile, Tanzania is top 6. Any other African country there ni kama Ethiopia also are doing well. They have 2 silver and 1 bronze. Leo kuna men's 800 meters hits at 1:35 p.m. Kenya being represented by Emmanuel Wanyonyi, Kelvin Kimtai, Nicholas Kebenei and Alex Ngeno, something to look forward to. Later at 3:07 p.m. in the women's 400 meter semi-final, Mercy Okech will be representing Kenya. Another race that Kenya should be interested in is women's 1,500 meters final. Another opportunity for us to actually win a medal here. We have Faith Kipyegon. Huyo atatupatia gold, mimi najua. Huyo hii ni guaranteed. Hiyo nayo hata tushughuliki sana. Hiyo ni gold tunakuja, tunaweza, in fact wanaweza ongeza tu hapo 3 gold medals so far. Because Faith Kipyegon is there, Dorcas Ewoi and Nelly Chepchirchir. So at 4:05 p.m. I can guarantee you, ni kama vile nimefanya weather. 4:05 p.m. that race takes about 5 to 10 minutes. So by 4:15, our gold medal howl will have gone up. I guarantee you that. Yes.
Diego dreams of being javelin champion again in Tokyo. Pia yeye yuko pale. YouTube man onto his 7th championship aims to make the final, then fight for podium sport.
All right. Matters athletics.
The Star inside Gachagua Kalonzo team's 2027 game plan. They have appointed the think tank to be led by former Minister Mukisa Kituyu. This story is on page 6, and today we don't have a physical copy of the Star. Lakini wanaongelea Gachagua and Kalonzo teams 2027 game plan. Sasa Gachagua ashasema yeye ndiye ametosha. Wako united opposition. So we don't know if...
And this is the second paper today talking about Gachagua and his presidential bid.
Yes. Shoddy work, stalled projects, gobbled up 1.3 billion shillings CDF cash. This is according to Auditor General Nancy Gathungu. Constituencies 2024 audit highlights. According to the Auditor General, shoddy work 696 million shillings. Turkana Central, poor workmanship, 20 projects, 48 million shillings. In Tetu, 20 projects. Shoddy work ziko hapo zina cost 37 million shillings. Tarehe, various projects, 23.8 million shillings. Limuru, irregularities in implementation, cost 24 million shillings. And Luanda, 4 laboratories, 16 classrooms, 54 million shillings. According to this newspaper's illustration, that is the amount of money that inaenda kwa shoddy work.
CDF.
Other stories here, hurdles in race for Mombasa governor's seat. There's UDA Secretary General Hassan Omar and Mombasa Governor Abdul Swamad Nasir in year 2027. Jamani, please. This story is on page 2. Disputes abroad, you can't bring divorce fight to Kenyan courts.
Munaenda munakosania Amerika alafu nakuja kufile divorce hapa Kenya. Kodi nasema hapana. Koma kabisa. Sisi hatujui shida zenu, rudi huko pale mnaishi.
Today the Star is not for sale, fresh, independent and different. Grab a copy for free.
And it comes with a complimentary MyGov pull-out for government tenders and jobs. All right. From the Star, we take a look at the Standard, another look at the possible political dynamics, war against Matiang'i. Political machinations, they call it. Former Interior Cabinet Secretary Fred Matiang'i's declaration 4 months ago that he will run for president in 2027 has clearly struck a nerve in President William Ruto's camp. Behind the scenes, a covert plan is in motion with state machinery rolled out, senior civil servants flexing power, money changing hands, and threats issued, all aimed at clipping Matiang'i's rising stature in Nyanza and across the country. So wamekuwa watu kadhaa pale, mmoja ni Education CS Julius Ogamba is one of the leaders from that region. Anasema, it is true professionals from the Gusii community met. You can't threaten someone because of his or her political beliefs. These were top professionals from our community. That's Education CS. The senator from Kisii, Richard Onyonka, who supports Fred Matiang'i, says they are here every weekend flying in a dozen helicopters, intimidating civil servants, bribing people in the name of economic empowerment rallies. Where is money coming from? Matiang'i ni kama amefanya na hii ni gazeti nyingine imetumia picha ya State House ile mzee hapa, unaona? Hii State House haina hiyo kofia, na muache siku hizi hiyo kofia ilitolewa.
Watakwambia usiwafunze kazi. Unajua venye watu wasema usitufunze kazi.
Wacha nisiwafunze kazi. JD.
JD.
Another story on the front page of the Standard salutes flying blind in city without CCTV. Despite millions sunk into the integrated urban surveillance system between 2012 and 2015, Nairobi has no working CCTV to capture real-time crime in the CBD and major roads. A week after lawyer Chalo Mbabu was gunned down in a hail of bullets, detectives still have no solid leads and are left to hope and pray for good Samaritans to step forward. This plan, this thing cost a lot of money. This CCTV. Na kuna ile control ilikuwa inaitwa command center pale Jogoo House. Lakini nasikia sasa CCTV hazifanyi. Na zilikuwa zinapiga watu picha sana. Ukipita inapiga picha. When Jacob Juma died a few years back, tulionyeshwa mahali alitoka Westlands all the way mpaka akafika kule Ngong Road. And then ikafika mahali ikapotea.
Kuna mtu alingoa. Now what do they mean until good Samaritans step forward? Mtu akuja aseme...
Yes. They are just hoping that someone can come out and offer information. So that's the main story there. There's a very interesting story. Unaona ile wamesema usilete divorce kutoka US ukuja hapa. Sasa, page 3 of the Standard, another story linked to divorce. No kiss, no marriage. Court widens divorce grounds, redefines cruelty. So kama umezoea, if you're used to kissing your spouse, then you withdraw that affection and you no longer show them that level of affection. Those are grounds for divorce.
Well,
This is a Kenyan quote.
That is very interesting.
We've really progressed.
Yes.
So usiseme ati me I no longer kiss him nene. Oh, utafutwa.
Only Justice Nyakundi ruled that no couple should be coerced into sustaining a marriage that exists only on paper. So imagine if it's something as small as a kiss, as small as that. How about coitus?
Yeah, of course, it's called denial of conjugal rights. That is grounds for divorce. Yes.
Very nice. Bring it on. Duale dares cartels opposing health sector reforms. On the back page, Fred.
Matters sports, athletics, I think we had already covered this. Teenager Serem shocks Top Guns to deliver Kenya's bronze. Congratulations to Serem. That's the Standard today.
All right. Finally, People Daily. This is Kalonzo's only chance. Inaitwangaje hii kitu?
Ile William Tell.
Yes, lakini kwa Kiswahili kuna jina ingine.
Inakaa kama crossbow.
Bas, Mushali. And a hit towards 2027. In this newspaper has done an analysis on Kalonzo's only chance at presidency in 2027. This series on page 4 and 5.
And this must have been triggered by the declaration by Gachagua that he is also gunning for president. So yes, that's the People Daily. Let's take a look at the cartoons this morning, and we start off with the one on the stand.